2 here.
Yeah, I think the only real clear favourite from one to the other would be a 2v2, where LJ, I believe, held the world record at one point for the highest 2v2 MMR at
right.
some point. I'm not sure if he's still there at the moment, but he's definitely a more than capable 2v2 player. The first step to get through the 3v3, and if you're Hoxer, you've been in and around the RLCS for a little while. You know, you've had some achievements, but never won a LAN. You've never been close to doing that. It's very scary to step into the shoes of Daniel. That's what he has to do.
Yeah. Although he's, 5'1" flat, he has got the biggest feet I've seen in the world. They are some gigantic shoes the Hawks need to step into, but a great pass between LJ and Arsenal, his 2 teammates, is going to be starting off Space Station with the goal in only 25 seconds as well, and it's been mostly that pressure for Space Station Gaming. And a great pass across from one to the other. LJ up for them 1-2 with the reset and down. That is wonderful play from Space Station Gaming.
I mean, maybe one positive of Daniel leaving is that LJ will be able to express himself a little bit more. That's the sort of play people were excited to see when LJ was brought into this team. It never quite materialized when he replaced Rettles. But now maybe he feels like the man. Maybe he feels confident. Maybe this is exactly what Space Station Gaming needed. Look at them go.
Isn't it mad, though, when you see a team that loses one of the best players in the world, but they didn't necessarily fit with that team, well, with the 2 teammates that they're with. Space Station Gaming have got a lot of room to grow into, trying to fill that void of Daniel, but LJ and Hoxer are a duo that I think will do very, very well for them. And people always said that I was never convinced about really was LJ. He's so good. He's so talented. Daniel, he requested that he join. He wanted LJ on his team. And I never really saw it. But now, when he has more space, when he has more time, and he has more opportunities, yeah, I absolutely believe the hype about him. Not just in this game as well, when we've seen him previously playing. Yeah, they've not done the best in the world, but LJ has been a great player on Space Station Gaming regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see Space Station Gaming going for it as well. You had Arsenal there on the backboard, going for the freestyle plays, going for the confident plays, want to have some fun against Team Axel and enjoy themselves here in the potential qualification for Gamers 8. Space Station Gaming couldn't have asked for any more in their debut as a team. It's almost 4, actually. Maybe they can ask for more because there's still 3.5 minutes left. Plenty of time to get themselves some goals and really get some belief under their belts, because that, as much as anything, is what they're playing for. Space Station Gaming are a team that will have the season as a whole in their minds, making it into future lands, making it to Worlds, and going forward long-term as a team.
2 minutes nearly having elapsed in this first game. Space Station still 3 goals to the good. Arsenal trying to pinch it round Taroko, and he cannot do that. It's just, it's so addictive saying it. Saying Taroko. Taroko. There we go. I can just say Taroko. Taroko. I don't like that. I don't like Taroko.
And then let's move on. LJ is going to wait underneath Gimmick right here. Gimmick, the former world champion, the Season 6 master. He just spoon feeds the ball towards LJ. And in front of him. He's got some help in front of him as well. That was Hoxer, wasn't it, clearing the way? It was the Arsenal, couldn't quite see, I'll be honest. But one of them was just clearing the path for him. And Space Station Gaming seemed to be entirely in sync.
What I'm liking seeing from Arsenal too is that he is taking on that third man role a lot better than I think he was previously. Yes, we've seen him pop off at events, we've seen him do fantastically well online, but Arsenal is a player that I think needs to be sitting a bit further back for his teams to thrive. He is an incredible player, but he is not necessarily at the level mechanically as frequently and consistently as we see LJ and Hoxer really get to. So I'm liking seeing what Arsenal's doing, playing that more facilitator role, making sure that he is passing, sending the ball off to his teammates, and clearing the way, as you said earlier.
This game looking more and more like it will belong to Space Station Gaming when the dust settles. But Taroko puts that one into the corner. Team Axel have woken up a little bit after going 3 behind, but good to see Space Station Gaming still checking out those pre-jumps and sit fight to Team Axel as much as possible and make a statement here in game number 1 of this potentially long best of 5. Is in the air, gets the second touch, gets the flick reset, but it's just gone to the side of Taroko. And Tosi can come forward. I'll tell you what, a goal soon for Axel could open things right back up.
That looked like it could have been 2, but LJ managing to get the deftest of touches, manages to clear it away, and LJ again up so quick, already before I feel that initial touch was made. Arsenal to shoot on target, that's going to be open, but the opposite corner does get covered by the man Toasty.
I'll is coming in. Does he take the shot? He does. Still wants to be the big man for Space Station. I love this from LJ. I feel like they really needed someone to take their team by the scruff of the neck, because SSG are a squad that has been pretty much written off. You know, with Daniel leaving, people aren't talking about them in the race for any top 5s even. So them coming into events like this and doing well, obviously it's a load of money which they'll all want to win, and fair play to them. This was the statement they had to make, because they almost make it 4. Hox is turning around, gets the demo, comes Arsenal, but one touch too many. A little bit too high, even for LJ in the form that he's having.
I'm intrigued who we see in the 1v1.
Oh,
that was nice though. Don't care about the 1v1s anymore. LJ manages to burn all of his boost for this assist. Onto that sideward, one then the second round gimmick above Toasty, and then Hoxer finally beating out Toroko. Great passing play from him. The two newbies onto that Space Station roster are astronomical.
Outclassed of Team Axel being. I believe they didn't qualify for the regional as well, so it's been a disappointing few days for Team Axel if this continues to go the way it's going. We're going to try and get something going, but it's just not really happening for them right now. Space Station seeing this one away. They've dominated their opponents in game number 1. Even a couple of half chances for Team Axel right at the end. They're going to come to nothing. Can they get something to build upon either the 1v1s or 2v2s? I'm not sure it's going to happen, Stumpy. I think this one is going to be a clean 4-0 victory, maybe even 5 for Space Station. And what a welcome for their new teammate.
I wonder what they pick. I wonder if they pick 2s or 1s. Again, if you're just joining us, hello. We are doing a crew battle format. 3v3 in game number 1, and the losing team picks out of 2v2 or 1v1. If you're going 2v2, you have to be confident that you can beat literally a world record setter in LJ for getting the highest MMR. That is a very big claim. And with the player that he plays with frequently in Hoxer, they are completely unproven, Axel, in 1s and in 2s. I'd probably say go for 1s.
Yeah,
here?
I'd think so too. Do I agree? No, do you know what? No, I disagree.
You don't have to.
I think they should go 2v2s, because I think that they won't be afraid of some MMR. They'll tell themselves, oh, it's only MMR, you know, it's a load of rubbish, it doesn't mean anything, it's ranked. This is when it matters, okay? And sure, LJ does have that world record, but as of everything, it's so different. It's like saying, oh, that player's really good at free play. I bet they're going to score loads of good goals against us. It's not the same.
Higher chance though. There's a higher chance of that. Would
Basically,
you rather play against somebody who is a free play merchant or who never did free play?
Someone who never does free play, I guess.
Right.
You've got me over a barrel. Well done, Stumpy. You win this round.
Thank you, mate. All right. That's a lot of pirate references, too. Too many for me. They go with a 1v1. I called it. It's Arsenal against Toasty. Interesting. I did not see Arsenal taking these, but I love that. I love that going for him.
Well, do you love that, though? Going 1 goal behind straight away.
I'm
Arsenal's
so angry.
experienced man in the team. Takes it upon his back and already just gets dived into by Toasty, and there's 1 goal down. It's going to be a long old few minutes here in 1v1. Let's see, Stumpy.
Arsenal going for the 1v1 has really shook me branches.
You shooketh?
I am. It's not that Arsenal isn't... Arsenal is just not the player that I expected to see come in here. I don't know. It just feels peculiar to me.
It does feel odd, doesn't it? But I'm sure they've got their reasons, and maybe in the future when we can interview these players, there'll be no interviews today, but in general we can ask them what the logic was behind that. Because I'm thinking that myself. You know, I'm thinking that mechanically Arsenal is probably the weakest on this team, but maybe it's an experience thing. Maybe they're a little bit. Why would they be spooked? Because they just won a huge game 1.
Oh, Toasty slow rolling that one towards the net 2. Sees Arsenal challenging, so wants to be getting it as much as he can. But Arsenal, he had a great challenge. He went for the low 50 on the air dribble, and he got the reset. But as he landed, he just moved far enough away from the ball so Toasty could get the pinch just a little bit further. And in 30 seconds, 3 goals scored. As you said, Cole, potentially quite a long match for Arsenal.
Oh, this is not looking good at all for Arsenal. He does manage to get back. And he's got some boost in the tank as well. He needs to get hold of this ball, because so far, I'd love to see the ball touch statistics, but I'd say that it's been about 80% possession for Toasty. He seems to have it under his spell, under his win. The 50-50 game a lot stronger for Toasty. He's taking his time from the pace of this one too. So Arsenal finding it tough to lay a glove on Team Axel and Toasty right now. not really sure what Arsenal can or will change in this, because it just seems that Toasty is superior.
Lovely shot. The shot into that bottom right corner is the only spot on the ground where he can score this. Arsenal spawns on that right-hand side of his net, and so then he has to be diving as far across as soon as he possibly can. And Toasty waits, sees where he's going to spawn, and then shoots in the opposite corner. Fantastic placement from him.
Arsenal really has to wake up pretty much now. 4 goals is doable, it's viable. A flick here would have helped for sure. See Arsenal just get some touches on the ball, and then he doesn't quite have that second flick. And he also hasn't recovered fast enough, I don't think. Or maybe he will be able to scamper back in time, but Toasty, again, has complete control. Tries to get the old bounce dribble going. Quite valid on this occasion. We'll keep on going. Toasty there. Tipped over the top by Arsenal. And, I mean, Arsenal needs to change something desperately, Stumpy, and I'm just trying to figure out what that might be.
I mean, it's been better play from him in the last, not 2 seconds, in the last 30 seconds or so, but he's not led to a goal. He hasn't actually managed to get anything from it. He's just sort of delayed the inevitable, it's felt like. And Toasty's movement, he is running circles around Arsenal right now.
Yeah, it's sort of, this just feels like a mismatch to me. You know, it feels like Toasty is completely on top. Arsenal had that one chance at the flick, but other than that, he's looking pretty boosted the whole time. If you look at the top left and top right corner, you'll see that normally Toasty has more in the tank. It's good defending though from Arsenal, hiding behind the ball, and then putting it into his own goal almost.
Tactical.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, I'm sure. It could be a goal, and he's got one. All right, 250 left, 4 goals in it. Definitely possible.
100%. 1v1 is Insanio style. It does not matter if you've conceded 4. That is more than enough time, especially with over half the game done. Arsenal, with a good outplay of him too, manages to send it high once and then tries to fake it a little bit low and then goes for it again. So good movement from him, just sort of sending it towards the net. The 100 boost steal too. A shot straight on target, but just top right, a little bit too far.
That's a shame. It would have started to get a little bit more interesting had that one gone in. As it is though, Toasty just prods it back towards Space Station's half. And goes around. Slow play. Then he speeds up, gets the demo. Surely this ball is going to roll in time.
Oh, that's mean.
Just for a split second, Arsenal thought he could get back, but
I feel like it's so harsh when you see like that there, and Arsenal is like not moving. And then he goes, "Oh no, I need to," and then he just taps it in anyway. It's like he's made him out of breath for no reason.
5 goals. Again, is the target here for Arsenal. A couple of kick-off goals might help. Not if they go.
Might help Toast. Might help Toast.
Yeah, Toasty really needed that help with some kick-off goals.
What do we talk about now?
It's a Brazil.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
An interesting thing is that in Gamers Without Borders, you can have a squad of 4 players rather than 3. And we're seeing that on the A stream right now, where Koi have brought in S5 Cosmic, who recently took rank 1 in 1v1 online.
No! Oh, no, it was completely open. So I wasn't upset about S5 Cosmic.
I thought you really were against
No!
S5 Cosmic getting a
Guy, what are you doing?
Oh dear.
I wanted to see Gyro take the one. No, Arsenal had just a straight up open net.
Yeah.
And just sort of missed really. With the reset though, he manages to score a little bit of a belter. Only 5 is the deficit, and he can score these wondrous goals, but just that one evaded him earlier.
Well, he was setting himself up for the naughty play, you know? That's the Arsenal way. He doesn't want to score some boring goal. He wants the special. He wants the ceiling play. He wants the little flip reset.
Is that the same as Arsenal, the football team?
The problem is that he always tries to walk it in. Is that what you're
No,
getting at?
absolutely.
It sounds a little bit like that's what you were getting at. In
No,
which
I'm
case,
getting at.
Great reference, bro.
You know I hate when you'll reference that. Arsenal's starting to come back though, and I respect this a lot. He's managing to actually, as you said, change it up a little bit. Goes from an air draw bump, 1 touch, and then immediately aims for the man. Toasty is then sent to the backboard. Goal completely open. Only 4 is the difference.
What were SSG thinking, putting Arsenal on that early?
Shut it, Ginger.
4 goals needed. This suddenly becomes serious. If Stumpy can stop referencing ancient sitcoms, ancient now cancelled sitcoms, maybe we can focus on the Rocket League for a second. Arsenal going to get himself this boost. Good first touch from him. Go on, flick it over Toasty. Give us a match. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. That was going to be good, but Toasty's going to make it 8-3. Just for a second, I believe, Stumpy. And now it is indeed. Your maths are correct. It's back to 5.
The problem with Arsenal there.
What do you do?
He tried to walk it in.
Now, bear in mind, this is a North American audience. Does anyone know
It
what
is,
we're
it
talking
is,
about?
it is. If anybody, I'm not even looking at chat. If anybody in
got
chat knows the, if anybody in chat knows the reference, then 1 brownie point to you. If you don't know what the brownies are, then I'm sorry. 1 minute left, and it's Arsenal desperately trying to not make this double digits against him, but Toasty is battling every single time.
We've really hyped up 1v1s in the run-up to this event.
There are duds.
We've sort of said, oh, ones, it's the most intense game. It's so close. Any mistake, you'll be punished for. You'll never be able to concentrate.
But Arsenal's making lots more mistakes.
Well, the last one we saw, I think it was 8-0. Was Daniel against CPS. And now we've got a 9-3. So we've had a couple of big bad duddy boys to start off with.
That's fine, but bear in mind that some sports start as a dud and they get good as well.
Like what?
Like Liverpool versus Tottenham the other day.
Yeah. That's true.
There you go,
So
football
what you're
reference.
saying is 7 goals in 32 seconds.
Oh, that's cool. That was a sad stop. There's got to be like a big red button on the desk where you can just type GG.
Like the opposite of Britain's Got Talent with the gold buzzer. Sort of like a red buzz. A red
What-
buzz
what-
off.
What? Sorry, the red buzzer that they also have.
Oh yeah. But the difference is they don't have they don't have a mega red buzzer on any of the Got Talent.
It's pretty big.
No, but they've only got, what I'm saying is they've only got their individual ones. The gold one, if I press it, even if everyone else hates the person,
Yeah, you're insta through.
insta through. There's no insta out. If you really happen to hate this person,
If you
just
really
press-
hate
yeah,
it.
they call it the red buzz off.
Would they?
If they wanted to.
Ant and Deck would.
I could start to Simon Cowell.
Ant and Deck would, yeah.
Yeah. And if Aaron Deck would, so would I, Stumpy.
11-3. Axel are looking to be 1-all in the series. Good for them. But it goes back to 3v3 after this match. And then afterwards, a 2v2 with the LJ and Hoxer will be having their pretty, I would say, potentially dominant.
Yeah,
Potentially... You want to get...
Big man Arsenal will be like, don't worry, I got this.
You're going to after this? Right. You know what?
he's
If
at his
Ian
way.
Comms goes, guys, put me in for the 2v2. I'd like LJ and Hoxer to collectively pull rank to just put themselves above Arsenal.
Do you reckon?
And say, maybe not, mate.
I think he played all right. Well, that was...
No, I want that analysis.
He got a flip reset.
He
If
did
I
actually, yeah.
had scored a flip reset,
Uh-huh.
I'd be buzzing. I'd be well happy.
I know you would be.
You know? So that was pretty good. It wasn't very good, was it? I don't know why Arsenal did 1v1 there. I'm actually a little bit annoyed.
Are you okay? You're really going through it right now.
I'm just a little bit annoyed that like we've not had a close 1v1 yet. And that's it. That's the only one in the series.
I mean, I thought this would go to 5, and so thus far we are on track for that.
Thus far. Game 3.
Don't do an inside joke.
It's not an inside joke. Everyone heard it. All right, chat. Who doesn't know what I'm saying when I go thus far? Everyone was there.
Okay, but I don't think anybody focused on it as much as we did.
I think they did. It was. I saw the.
What
comments
now?
on Twitch. People will remember thus far.
I really don't think they will. But if they do, fair enough, another brownie point. Did anybody get the reference, by the way?
One person got it.
Nice. I'd like to know their demographic. Are they above 30? Probably.
It's 0-0 in the 3v3. Axel have brought themselves back into the series. And it was a tip-top performance from Toasty. And now they've got to do what they could not do in Game 1, and that is stand firm against the Space Station Gaming attack. Because when the 3 of them play together, they're actually pretty good.
I mean, I feel like, 3-3 is going to be the one where either team can take it, but with Space Station having the edge. I think 2v2 is basically, I feel, not, I don't want to say locked in, but Toasty, he can't stop scoring.
I think Toasty's making his pitch to join Space Station instead of Arsenal. He's like, look how well I can put it in the goal. That's actually a lovely little tip there. That was a tip-top toasty tip. And then 1-0 to Team Axel, and that's a bit of a shame because you can see why Toasty's gone for that. He wants to play fast, he wants to be aggressive, he wants to, you know, try and take the fight to Space Station, but sometimes if you try and be too speedy it can backfire, and that's what transpired against Team Axel. Now it's 2-0, is it? LJ goes for the double, in comes Hoxer, 2-0 in the top right corner, and Space Station Gaming already have a pair of goals to their name.
Starting off incredibly strong with LJ not quite managing to get that double. It falls back down towards Hoxer to be able to fall in and grab that last touch. And finally, Space Station Gaming, I think, feel themselves more in these 3v3s, right?
Yeah, this is their natural habitat. I mean, they're also not too bad at 2v2, as you alluded to earlier. So, I think maybe they were just trying to get over the 1v1s. Maybe they backed themselves in 2v3, and they certainly backed themselves in 2v2. They just wanted it to be done, so I'll go for it, Arsenal. Why not? Perhaps. It's still thrown me.
Right?
But maybe that's the logic there. Maybe it's a fairness thing, like, oh, if Hoxer and LJ are doing the twos, it's only fair if Arsenal does ones.
Maybe. Or maybe people are going to shout at us later and say, guys, you know Arsenal is like number 3 in the world 1v1. And
Yeah,
I'll be like,
just had a
is he? Crumbs.
Yeah, but that logic, I should be number 2.
What a fantastic shot from LJ. Manages to get it from Hoxer's in and out save. Receives it on the through ball to the ceiling and then punts it straight down. The touch does come in from Gimmick, but isn't able to do any... get enough touch to get it away from the net. 3-0. Space Station Gaming very much back on the horse.
I'll tell you what, Space Station Gaming are making a bit of a name for themselves here. The way they're playing against Team Axel, it's not just the amount of goals they're getting, it's the amount and the type of goals that they're scoring. Clean hits, confident hits, fun plays, exciting to watch. Space Station are going to win some I mean, you know, I feel like over the last maybe year or so, they've been not bleeding fans, but bleeding belief, or people's belief in them. Maybe that's going to start to build back up based on what we're seeing here.
I feel like it'd be nice. I feel like that would be something that fans would be there for. To be able to go to a LAN and see SSG play again. Do you remember like at Worlds and stuff, when SSG are there, they have a huge amount of support. Somewhat drummed up by Red Bull's fans. I'm intrigued to see how that manages to go from now on. But they've still got a lot of fans from that era of their game. Yeah, I'd like to see SSG back as one of the top teams in North America. And North America's got so many. Hoxer is trying his darndest to put SSG back on top.
Look at this! Look at this little doomsy dish. From the side, out,
Beautiful.
in. Little flap over to Rocco as well. That's brilliant.
Flap.
These are such good goals that Space Station Gaming are scoring. I think I'm going to make these my Cool Coal 93 Dark Horse.
Whoa.
I think they're earning that right, mate.
What do I get a Cool Coal 93 Dark Horse?
Sure, every person gets one Cool Coal 93 Dark Horse.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm going to pick probably version 1.
Sure. The real
I know not many people back them,
Yeah.
but I do. I just have, I've got a feeling.
Will be a real Cinderella story if they can make the LAN with it.
It really will be. I back them too, though. A lot of people are going to be, Stumpy, no. No, but I do. I truly back them. Space Station Gaming. They've had 3 minutes. They've had 6 goals. That last one was just a great read from LJ, knowing that the ball can't go anywhere else. And another block out from Hoxer. Good chances for everybody on Space Station Gaming to really flex these scoring muscles, as it was a real drought in Arsenal's 1v1.
It's a bit of a shame this isn't the best of 7, because I'd love to see a second 1v1. You know,
It's
like,
an Arsenal back in the pit, bloodied and bruised, saying, please keep me out. Guys, please. Maybe they vote and they just thought it'd be funny. I don't know.
Scott Sterling rocks up again, ready to have the ball slammed into his face by Toasty.
No.
Although actually, Scott Sterling does his job pretty well, doesn't he? He actually makes the saves, I believe. It's been a few years since I've seen the Scott Sterling sketch. But I think he just constantly makes saves.
Yeah, he constantly makes saves, but he's like unconscious on the chair.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that. It's like Scott Sterling if Scott Sterling was also conceding.
Oh no. God, imagine being compared to Scott Sterling, but worse. You know Scott Sterling if he was also bad.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a long
No, he's got the
shot.
save. Toasty's there.
Okay. People in chat saying Scott Sterling can save. Like, guys, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't hit him while he's down. He can, he's Scott Sterling. So that's literally the joke. That's the joke.
6-0. This one's been...
What a weird switch of a
floppy.
series.
I can't wait for the 2v2 that Team Axel wins 17-0. Against, like, Arsenal and Arsenal's clone or something.
Oh, that'd be fun. They deserve that.
Who'd win in a clone 2v2 tournament?
50-50.
No, not like which version of Daniel would beat the other version of Daniel.
Either team by definition, I feel.
What I mean is, which player would be the best 2v2 teammate in their own clone?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
I think Daniel.
You think Daniel?
Because he's quite defensive, and he's then happy to go forward when
That's
need
true.
be. You don't want like a pair of beast modes getting each other's way.
Oh
treading
no,
each
you're
other's
silly.
Toes.
You're silly.
Okay.
You're silly. You're wrong. You're incorrect. I'm going to
Teleporter.
say 3 letters to you.
TRK.
Z. E. N.
Sizen.
Sizen, exactly. He would be able to rock up and smash it out. But no, yeah, I think Zen would be. Zen's just the best ones, and he's smashing it. Or Roas. Just basically, it just comes down to
TRK. All the 3-letter people.
any 3, yeah, or arse, Arsenal, ARS. So that was a fantastic win there for the boys of Axel. Space Station Gaming. No, sorry, rather, Space Station Gaming managed to take it. I've shook myself. Whoever wins it is going to be going through to face off. Face off versus G2. The 2v2 though is going to be very interesting. It is going to be Arsenal and Arsenal's clone versus Taroko and Toasty.
I think that's the most I've actually talked for real. Sorry, that really got me. Right, okay.
I'm
2v2.
very sorry.
LJ and Hoxha, I'm disappointed. Arsenal can't believe it. He's on the sideline. Why am I playing?
He's on the bench. Lads, put me in.
He's having a right spot.
He's in free play. He's in free play.
Alright, okay. 2v2, serious. There is literally hundreds of thousands of dollars
I know.
that these teams are competing for. It's a big, big moment. The 2v2. The 1v1 was, let's just say, a write-off. I don't know what happened there. Space Station Gaming have licked their wounds. They've smashed Axel 6-0 in the meantime. And now we have game 4. Hoxha and LJ. They know each other's games, don't they?
The 2v2 team that we thought was going to be coming out as well. But with Taroko and Toasty, I mean, Toasty is clearly no slouch. Taroko, again, unproven in these 1v in the 2v2s rather, and the 1v1s so far in this tournament because of the open qualifier just being
LJ's
just
so
being that
good.
3v3. That's not just LJ, mate. Did you see Hoxha get in the demo?
It was a lovely demo, but look at the second touch. Look at this. Ready? 1 touch. 2.
It was very nice.
He got it on his roll. The toasty roll.
I suppose you could.
What a finish that was. I actually love LJ. He's going to be the player of the split. I'm calling him that. All this hype about Daniel, about beast mode.
Remember when you called Braziers the player of the split or whatever?
I called him the rookie of the season because I forgot that he made
the rookie of the
Regional 2
season in his second
spring.
season.
As if you knew that he made Regional 2 in spring.
Yes, I did.
How did you know that?
I just did.
Well done.
I'm clever.
You are really smart.
This is going to be LJ's rookie season. He's going to break out.
You put the word rookie in my mouth, alright?
He's going to be the rookie of the year.
Get the word rookie out your mouth. I never said that. I just said it's going to be his split. Okay?
You think LJ is going to be the player of the split?
Relative speaking. Like
No. What were your words, Cole? Because you, relatively speaking, what, so you reckon he's going to be good for him?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm calling it LJ. LJ's the man. LJ is the
player
man.
of the split is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Yeah. Quote me. Quote me on this right here, right now. Someone clip it. LJ will be the player of the split. I really
God, I
wish
wish that was LJ.
Oh man, that would have been my favourite moment in Rocket
God,
League
I wish
history.
that was
If
LJ.
that
There was
LJ.
every part of me that was
Me
hoping
too.
just teleport, do something, let the universe have the nameplates wrong.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunate. 1-0 though, still to Space Station with a 2-1 in the series so far. Win this and you go through the honour of playing against G2, who are doing actually pretty well versus Koi. They managed to win 2-1 in their 3v3. They won 6-2 with Atomic versus S5 Cosmic. using that super sub.
He was brought in and then they lost 6-2.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Oh,
Isn't it?
man.
And Koi chose it. They'd be like, lads, look at our super sub. He's lost. he's lost that quite spectacularly. And then game 3 was another 3v3 that they managed to win another 2-1.
Wow, well done G2. PlayStation on the cusp of winning their first series. Team Axel have certainly got some tricks in the tank. So has to be careful here that Toasty doesn't just completely charge him down straight away. And he's got 100 boost as well. His teammate Taroko in. So a quiet series, I would say, Taroko. As he misses that victory set. Affects that LJ as well. That one could be sneaking in, but it's saved by Hoxer. LJ's turn now. My future player of the split. What's he got in the tank? Oh, he's going to divert it towards Hoxer, is he? Not quite. Taroko stands tall behind.
A very close 2v2. Normally you see 3 or 4 goals really come in. Hox though going up for that double. A good block, but it does pinch out into the corner. What were you going to say? You breathed.
No, I was having a breath, you know.
Oh, yeah, little snuffle. Oh, it's a close shot. Can't quite find its way in the opposite corner now. LJ pushing on the opposite side of the pitch. Only a 20 boost to Roko. Is going to have that boost stolen away from him as well. Just has to commit on this. And gets that mid. Lovely movement from him. LJ, though, pre-jumping. Sees Toasty, but one touch over the top. Toasty saving it away.
Toasty's been really impressive this series. Apart from just the 1v1 in threes, he's looked good. And in 2v2 now, yeah, he's shown his worth. Against, need we remind you all, the man with the world record in 2v2, alongside Hoxer as well. You can see why he's so good. Hoxer, he gets the ball, and he knows exactly what to do. The composure is there. Just boosts his way through that ball. And Taroko had no chance of coming back. Now there's 37 seconds in 2v2, Stumpy. Is that enough time?
Absolutely. A kickoff goal, and then maybe one in slightly extended play, but it all relies on how this ends up going to Taroko. With the mid boost, with the ball slightly behind him, has to take an awkward turnaround, not much power. And LJ challenging too. Hoxer knows he can go to the backboard, and with a 100 boost pick up as well, he can progress down the pitch. With a reset and Toasty in net, he sends it high, top corner, the dunk. Not quite successful on the chance, and a goal needs to come in these 20 seconds.
The demo's not going to help though. LJ can just slow this one right down. Toasty desperate to pitch that ball towards the opposite goal.
Good play.
Not going to matter though. Hoxer was there and waiting. 7 seconds left. It's looking like Space Station Gaming are going to win their first foray in competitive Rocket League with their new trio. Hoxer is looking like the player that they need. They go through in the upper bracket. It's a top performance from all of them, and Space Station Gaming win out.
Fantastically played as well. It was the confusing 1v1 early on in the series that I think threw us and made us all be a little bit goofy and gaffy and a little bit silly. But in the end, SSG managing to get that done. Axel will be dropping into the lower bracket. They'll be facing off versus Koi. That is going to be coming up later today, as is the other matchup that were the 2 losing teams. That is Optic Gaming versus Boulevard. And bear in mind, you don't need to win this tournament to be going through to Gamers 8. You just need to get through into the upper bracket final and the lower bracket final. You get top 4 and you will be in. Otherwise, we're going to have a little old break here on the B stream. Afterwards, you will be able to catch, let me have a gander. Oh, it's not been filled in. You'll be able to catch another series of the Rocket League. How exciting.
I like Rocket League.